What's up, everybody? My name is Matt and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to show you guys 3 NFTs I think you guys would really want to take a look at. Got some Solana in here, got some Ethereum in here. Really think you guys will enjoy it. So if you guys are new, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and let's get right into it. So our first project for the day here is something called Doge Track. And I've actually been following these guys for a very long time now. And to be honest with you, I think this is one of the coolest NFTs I've seen in a recent time. This is essentially a digital Doge themed racing game coming to the Solana blockchain. First of its kind play to earn game featuring Doges and track ownership. So you guys can see this is very, very unique. I haven't seen anything like this in the past. Definitely looks like they've really been working on building these models and building these designs in a unique and again that kind of 3D design. And when we take a look at their website, here is what they have in store. So they mentioned, of course, that you can own essentially a different part of the game. You could own either a Doge or part of the track, and essentially you can earn money every time someone races on your track. You could earn a type of royalty, which is very, very cool. So Doges and tracks can be staked for D-Track, and track owners get a percentage of the prize pool from each race that happens on their track. Very, very cool. Never heard of something like this before, and again, I really do love it. So this D-Track token definitely does look like it will have a purpose, as you can earn this through multiple different means. So you could race your Doges for D-Track, and races are ongoing 24/7. Gotta love it. So here is their roadmap. So phase 1, they have the Doge NFT mint, so they're minting them out. Then of course on phase 2, they have the staking, which will be live, and of course you can receive the D-Track coin. Then phase 3, of course, the track mint will go live, so very low supply on the tracks, and again, I would imagine those will be even more desirable than the Doges, as they'll be a little bit more rare. Then of course we have phase 4, where the game actually begins. The Doge Track goes live, let the games begin. And phase 5, Doge breeding. So you could breed these Doges and create additional ones that can race on the network. So absolutely love to see it. And if we take a look at their white paper, you guys can see there are a ton of details here that are a little bit more fleshed out. They talk a little bit about the Doge traits, how that all works, about the tracks, the fact that they essentially will be determined based on the length of the race and the track type, grass, dirt, or other. And for each race, the prize pool will be split up between the winner and the track owner. So 80% goes to the winner and 20% will go to the owner. So I imagine if you own a couple of tracks, you could probably make some very good money, as people will be consistently racing on them 24/7. So they talk a little bit about the different traits. Of course, the only trait that cannot be changed is location. So that is locked, of course. And then they talk a little bit about racing, how that all works. They talk a little bit about the D-Track coin. Obviously, definitely does look like it will have a good purpose, as you'll acquire that by winning different races and of course by holding on to a Doge or a track. So a little bit about the breeding and the marketplace. So man, just overall a very, very complete project. You gotta love it. But before we go any further, guys, let's talk a little bit about my Patreon. I have worked tirelessly to make this the best NFT group out there. By joining my Patreon, you guys get literally an insane amount of content. You'll get a custom Discord role, direct access to me in a DM, full access to Matt's NFT dojo, crypto and altcoin trade signals, access to my exclusive NFT watch list, whitelist opportunities, priority access to my live streams, and so much more. To be honest with you guys, I think it's a steal for only $10 a month. And of course, if you guys would like to talk to me over voice in a voice call, you guys could always join the Emerald and above tier, which has that offered. Currently, there are hundreds of people joining the Patreon every month, and they absolutely love it. Link down below in the description. And the next project I wanted to talk with you guys a little bit about is something called MetaTriads. So these guys are essentially built around the idea of owning clothing in 3 different worlds, owning clothing brands that essentially are very well developed. So their Twitter has been growing like rapidly fast. They have almost 56,000 followers now on Twitter and 90,000 in the Discord. But when we take a look at their website, here is what these guys have in store. So the whole idea is that you can own these clothing brands in 3 different worlds. And those worlds, of course, are the real world, augmented reality, and the metaverse. So the idea here, of course, is that you can get some level of profit sharing. So profit shares from the Web 3.0 marketplace. Each NFT holder will receive income from the first one-stop fashion marketplace for all 3 worlds. Of course, some exclusive access on limited fashion drops, which is always great. By becoming one of the founders of Triads, holders will receive votes in the Tribunal DAO, becoming a community managed project. That's fantastic. And of course, some coin airdrops, NFT breeding, and so much more. And on top of it, their art is very, very cool. So they talk a little bit, of course, about the 3 races of the Triad verse: 3,333 humans, 3,333 humanoids, and 3,333 hybrids, with a little bit of lore going on there, and a very well fleshed out roadmap here talking about what they plan on doing. So they do have 2 offices. One is in Vienna and one is in New York in the United States, which is great, and a team of highly competent members of the passion gathered to unite 3 separate worlds. Very, very cool. Talk a little bit about the whitelist, which, by the way, has been like selling out. Like, there's basically a much larger demand for the whitelist than there actually is a supply of whitelist spots, which is very good to see as well. Of course, they will be verified on OpenSea and integrated with Rarity Sniper. Then they have the DAO, the launch of their token, story progression and new utilities, and of course the marketplace to launch on Decentraland, the sandbox, and of course built around Web 3.0 e-commerce. Absolutely awesome to see. Now, recently they actually had someone from Balenciaga join their team, which is absolutely fantastic. Balenciaga, and I'm not even a clothing expert, but I know Balenciaga is absolutely huge. So you could pick, any product you wanted to look at here, let's say. And again, you guys can see the prices are absolutely ludicrous. I mean, very, very high-end stuff that they have available here. And on top of all that, their team is doxed. So here they have a video coming out here talking about some of their plans. And of course, I'd imagine this was filmed in one of their offices, and they show a little bit about what their team has in mind. And I love the fact that these guys are putting faces to the names of the brand. That is always awesome to see. And the final project I wanted to show you guys here is something called Droplets. So this is a community sort of based NFT project here, donating to a clean water charity. Absolutely got to love that. They talk a little bit about, of course, the opportunity to collaborate with them, and they have a lot of influencers that seem to be working with them, and of course their Discord, which is invite only. So they mention a little bit, of course, about what they have planned for the future. They talk a little bit about their OpenSea page, some of the things they plan on doing, where they plan on donating some of their funds in the future, and of course, here's a little bit about their website. So upcoming community-driven NFT project made up of 6,500 unique and randomly generated droplet-themed NFTs. The main idea here, of course, is that they are working with certain charities, so definitely supporting 2535 Water with their clean water development in Uganda. That is always great. And they talk a little bit, of course, about their drip map here for the future, so definitely some fleshed out details here about their reveal, what they're donating to, the metaverse land access and events. So they'll be asking hosts which metaverse they want them to purchase. After the purchase is made, they plan on hiring builders to create experiences that are most voted upon. They allow us to host holder-only events, games, challenges, and much more within the metaverse. So that is always great. And again, definitely does look to be a fleshed out option here for a roadmap. So the mint is still sort of not being announced. Total supply is announced. The mint price is not all that much. And again, they talk a little bit about the founder and some sneak peeks of the artwork. So overall, definitely does look to be a larger project. I would definitely keep your eye on. There is a lot of activity here going on their Twitter, and I do believe these would likely command a higher floor price in the future. So with that being said, folks, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Again, massive shout out to Doge Track and MetaTriads for collaborating with me on this video today. I really do appreciate it. That being said, folks, my name is Matt. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.